How is this even possible? Incredible. Figure they're worshipping. Could it be Qualapec? This mechanism looks like the waterfall regulator, but clearly it's not working. Decoration or spare part? That should do it. Look at that, a shortcut.
Been halfway across the continent looking for you. Hard woman to track down.
Well, you found me.
Ms. Croft, I hear when it comes to retrieval, you're the one to hire. This isn't about glory or money or making the world a better place. This is a puzzle, buried in centuries of silence. You don't strike me as someone who walks past a locked door without wondering what's behind it. There's a reason I can only trust you with this.
Gotta say, you captured your good side.
You're assuming I've got a bad side. It's been years. But the events are still etched in my memory. Lost worlds, frozen in time. New discoveries, waiting behind every door. Across every chasm. I didn't know then the path this adventure would send me on. But it lit a fire that still burns. I need to see more. I need to go further. To uncover the secrets of Atlantis. Some legends are destined to be retold.
Lara is unstoppable,
unyielding,
unshaken,
unwavering,
relentless,
fierce,
brave,
heroine,
flexible,
athlete,
explorer, adventure,
adventure,
adventurer,
legend,
badass,
badass, icon,
iconic.
Unapologetic. That's the word. She's unapologetic. I think that my Lara gets to be unapologetic because of all of the versions of Lara that have come before, that have led up to this moment in time with Legacy of Atlantis and then Catalyst. Hi guys, I'm Alex Fulton Regan. I'm playing Lara Croft in Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis and Tomb Raider Catalyst.
Lara Croft is somebody who could live a life of luxury if she decided to, but she has instead dedicated herself to finding truth. And as a result, she marshals those resources to do things that, you and I probably wouldn't have the ability to do, like fling herself into far-off locations to find things that the world doesn't believe to exist. But at the core of it, she's an adventurer.
She is elegant, strong, confident. She walks into a room knowing that she has a right to be there.
There's that foundation of what makes Lara Lara. And, it's the passion for uncovering the unknown and just the sense of wonder and discovery and thirst for adventure and like that nerdiness about culture and archaeology.
Lara is a living, breathing woman. She has a very tragic past with lots of privilege, yes, but there's lots of tragedy and trauma there as well. She is very, very strong. She is very, very capable.
Now, in Legacy of Atlantis, you get to see a fully formed Lara. She has become the Tomb Raider.
Even like her quippiness, which maybe at first in the reboot trilogy, you didn't see that as much, right? But you did see her go from, I'm not that kind of Croft, to you don't know how far I've come within one game to the next.
There is no insecurity. Now, she may at times question herself, but that's very different to feeling insecure. So I really wanted to bring that confidence to Lara. Her intellect, she's incredibly smart.
Toby Gard was the one who actually was ahead of his times. And he knew that female players, they are there. And they want to identify themselves with powerful, strong females. Why not make an awesome, determined, and powerful archaeologist a female? She was the first, actually. She was exceptional.
Legacy of Atlantis was our ambition to remake the very first Tomb Raider. And we wanted players to have a way back into, especially players who weren't there for the originals. We wanted it to be a treasure box so that when fans got the product, they felt like it's what they've been waiting for, and it celebrates them and their fandom and love of the Tomb Raider franchise.
So when it comes to Lara specifically, our franchise art director, Brennick Adams, and our franchise character modeler, Cam Yu, were basically the ground zero when it came to this new version of Lara. Nobody knows this character more than they do.
We just kind of let her breathe for a while in the engine and in cutscenes and cinematics and combat. And then we just make iterations kind of as we go until we get to a point where enough people are like, that's it. That's her. That's Lara. And that's when the magic happens.
Casting someone to be Lara Croft is a very difficult thing to do. It is the voice of a character that represents a generation. It has been portrayed by incredible women over the years. There is a lot about Lara, a lot about Tomb Raider that isn't overtly explicit. So finding a new voice for new games is something that took a lot of time. Ultimately, I think Alex gets it right just in the nuance of her performance. It's in the microtones. It's in the little nuances of how she says something and gets that personality from Lara that toes that line between being a strong personality but still being very likable.
I couldn't imagine a better person to perform Lara Croft. Like extremely intelligent and witty and smart. And she has this charisma of Lara Croft and she's straightforward.
We're blessed to have her.
She nails it.
I'm just going to call it now. She is going to be one of the Laras for legend. Like she will become one of the greats in the line of Laras.
There's been a large number of fans that like the old school Lara, that like the old school Tomb Raider games, that even though they played the Survivor, they were like, hey, we are kind of missing a couple of things from the other games. Wouldn't it be cool now that we have all of these tools, now that we have a lot more understanding of how to make games for a newer generation, if we took a look at the older games and see, like, do they still make sense? Would it make sense for us to take a stab at reimagining them, preserving what was good about the original game, but kind of looking at it through the same lenses from what we learned from, like, the Survivor trilogy?
We've spent a lot of time reading comments and reviews for almost every Tomb Raider game, to be honest, because we wanted to make sure that we're making the game for the fans, and we couldn't do that without knowing what they need, what they like, what they loved the most about all of the previous games.
It became clear that everything is actually a much more exciting jumping on point if people have a chance to go back and play the adventure that made Lara famous in the first place. This story deserves to exist because it's going to help create the foundational layer that all of Tomb Raider going forward is going to be built on.
It's a culmination of everybody's passion and 30 years of history. And it's not even the end of the road, you know? She's just getting started.
Lara Croft actually was my first female character that I knew, and I have never thought I could play a female character ever.
I grew up playing all the classic Tomb Raider games, all the way to the Underworld. And I remember getting some of them on my birthday. And later I was like myself going to the shop and just asking my dad, Dad, can I have that?
I've been a fan since I was 12 when the first games came out. And Tomb Raider was the first time that I saw myself reflected. I do have photos of myself when I was like 12 or 13 dressed as her, including one pretending to hang from a chandelier at the house of the kids I was babysitting. Yeah.
I'm here just because of the Tomb Raider, because when I was the little kid, I get into my hands the Tomb Raider level editor, so the tool that helps you to create your own Tomb Raiders. And from that time, I just started to create games. And now I'm here working the Tomb Raider, the original. It really happens that you really started to do these Tomb Raiders in your little room, in your house. And now you are working on one, the official one.
I went to my dad and I asked him, what do I have to do to be as smart as Lara? And he was like, oh, you must have good grades at school. Okay. So I studied history, art history. I wanted to be as smart as she was. Like, basically, she was a really good role model for me.
I feel a massive sense of responsibility to be stepping into Lara's shoes, to see Lara Croft, Alex Walton Regan on the call sheet every day, you know, with a number 1 beside it. So like 1, Lara Croft, Alex Walton Regan. I mean, it's the biggest thing I've done in my career as an actor. I think for many actors, it would be the biggest thing they ever get to do, you know? Whether it's Crystal, Flying Wild Hog, or Amazon, they're passionate about the project. And that's a really cool thing to feel as an actor. They want it to be as much of a success as I do.
The thing that really struck me personally with the Hogs is They are very good at being honest about what's on screen.
I really saw like a sympathetic studio in how they develop and the things that they hold valuable. We saw a lot of ourselves in them.
Hungry, open, want to just get in and get ready to work. Like that is a recipe for success.
It was always easy to communicate with them, which is funny to say because like they speak Polish, I speak Portuguese. We are talking in English, so none of us are speaking the same language, but somehow like there is that understanding of it. What was important for a Tomb Raider game, and they looked at like what we've done prior to them joining. It all felt very natural.
Reimagination is not a goal for us, it's a process. The goal is to create this game once again and in a way that it will generate at least the same amount of emotions as the very first Tomb Raider. That's the goal.
But I also kind of want to recreate what I was also feeling when I played these games. And I remember I was watching that as a little kid and I was like, wow, I don't know who is she, but she's so cool.
And now to have like that, she shaped me and now I get to help shape her, is something that I've taken very seriously the entire time I've worked at Crystal.
I still need to pinch myself sometimes.
I really still can't believe that this is happening.
This is beyond what I've ever imagined.
I want them to play the new Tomb Raider and go, oh my God, this is brilliant. We love it. It's bringing us so much joy and adventure and excitement, you know? It's a respite from the difficulties of the world outside my front door. That's what I want. I want them to completely fall in love with the franchise all over again.
Legacy of Atlantis is a love letter to fans.
Love letter to the fans.
Modern era love letter.
A love letter.
A love letter.
I have one wish. I'm not sure I can see it fulfilled, but it's to be in every room as you fire up the game for the first time. I've played the game now for a couple of years straight, and I'm not surprised by anything in it anymore. But I would be so intrigued to see all of the surprise and the look of wonderment on your faces as you play the game. I think that would be my single biggest wish.
So what draws you to Lara's story? Experience it for yourself and pre-order Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis today.